you're a fan of saying that you can't hurry up and smoke a cigar.
Right. I mean, when you smoke a cigar, that's time to sit and chill, and you don't have to worry about like your schedule and everything else.
Right,
Well,
right.
today I'm a little worried about my schedule, but I picked a cigar that was the right size, and I went up to Casa de Monte Cristo just a little bit ago, and decided to try the new. Well, it's new to me. It's not new. I think it came out in 2021, but it's the Aganorsa Leaf Rare Leaf Reserve.
Oh,
Have
no,
you
I
had
have
one
heard of it. I have
these?
not smoked one, but I've seen them.
All right. Well, let me tell you about this cigar.
Okay.
It's the one I smoked was the Robusto. It's 5 1/4 by 52. It's a Nicaraguan Puro.
So all Nicaraguan tobacco.
I'll read a little thing that I just snipped it from Half Wheel, so I think this was Charlie. The Rare Leaf Reserve, a cigar that incorporates a cafe wrapper grown in Jalapa, covering dual Criollo 98 binders taken from 2 different farms, as well as a filler made up of both Criollo and Corojo 99 tobaccos. So Nicaraguan Puro here. The appearance on this, light milk chocolate in color with maybe a hint of red, maybe a little, just a touch. Dual bands on it. There's an Aganorsa leaf band and a rare leaf band right underneath it. You can see that in the picture right here. Oily and smooth, leathery to the touch, small veins all throughout. Very firm feel, like very, very firm feel on it. It's, you can almost hit somebody with it. The pre-light sniff on this, barnyard, chocolate, a little bit of candy kind of nose to it, cappuccino and hay.
Okay.
Hey.
The
The pre-light draw on this, I used a clip. It had a medium draw overall, tangy earthiness, leather, mild coffee, and chocolate. I got out of wood, hay, and tea leaf. It was actually pretty complex right off the bat. I haven't even lit it yet.
That's for the pre-light, yeah.
Right, and it left a little bit of a tingle on the lips from the wrapper too.
Nice.
And then we get into the initial light. Are you ready for this?
Lay it on me.
I don't have a song for it yet. But I put this in all caps, so I want you to understand that when I read this, I'm reading in all caps. Nicaraguan Pepper Blast.
Nicaraguan Pepper
Now,
Blast.
let me explain what that means on this cigar. It starts off with spicy pepper stuffed with pepper, topped with pepper, with an underlying pepper and fresh-cut lumber that has been coated in pepper. The retrohale is peppery and cedar with notes of pepper,
So you're saying you got a little bit of pepper on this cigar.
leaving a lingering aftertaste of peppered leather.
Okay.
So the initial light on this was like the absolute
hugest
Nicaraguan pepper
Nicaraguan
blast.
Pepper Blast. So
It was absolutely
Nicaraguan
crazy.
tobaccos are known for having a lot of pepper characteristics to them. And sometimes when you're smoking a Nicaraguan cigar, when you first light it, you get this initial blast of that almost has to settle down before you can really start getting more out of the cigar. So that's what, when we talk about the Nicaraguan Pepper Blast, it's that first, you just lit it and wow. Huge.
Yeah, and as it was my first cigar of the day, it was pretty big on the palate.
Yeah,
you
wow.
know?
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Did it calm down though?
Well, let me tell you about it. The first third of this, pepper settles in and reveals a complex bouquet of notes, including coffee, milk chocolate, hay, cedar, leather, and cookie dough, in no particular order. Dense, rich smoke and abundance is perfect for smoke rings. A touch of cayenne shows up in the back of the palate and lingers long into like a sweet cookie dough and coffee aftertaste. The retrohale is cedar and nutty with a touch of sweetness, solid ash, and good burn overall.
Good.
So that's the first third of this. So yes, the pepper did settle down enough to like let a whole host of flavors come in. The second third of this, I got a lot of tea leaf and coffee with earth and cedar. Peppery notes come and go kind of on a schedule of their own. Nutty and toasty flavors surface here and there as well. Cayenne is consistent and pleasantly tempered by sweet coffee and cookie dough. The burn has gone from even to uneven and back on its own with
Wow.
no tending. It just kind of is doing
It just
what
kind
it's-
of got a little crooked and then it
yeah, it
straightened
got a
out.
little crooked. And, and it was kind of doing that throughout the cigar, but I never tended it, and it burned fine. Medium strength overall, I would say. Once you get past the Nicaraguan Pepper Blast, it was incredibly intense. But once you get past that, I think this is a medium cigar overall. Retrohale is a little sweeter with coffee and toast at this point. Coffee and cookie with a hint of chocolate on the aftertaste. The aftertaste on this cigar was really nice. It just left this really lingering flavor, this sweet cookie dough and coffee with just a hint of pepper a lot of times. Solid ash, good burn. The last third of the cigar. Smoke rings are fun. You can see that in this picture right over here.
Yeah. Or that one, perhaps.
Well, no, he's not going to put it here. He's going to put it here.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
This is our continuing joke where our producer, once he puts the video up, everywhere I point, he's going to put the picture somewhere else. So I always look like it's wrong.
That's Adam in the cloud.
I don't know if he's doing that. I need to watch it. I've listened to it, but I haven't watched him. Let's see. Smoke rings are fun and easy with the massive amount of smoke in each puff. Cedar dryness plays well with the cookie dough sweetness and hints of dark chocolate. Cayenne has all but disappeared at this point, replaced with kind of a leather and pleasant campfire note. Mm-hmm. The retrohale is sweet and earthy with toast and cedar. The aftertaste is kind of a chicory coffee and chocolate toast kind of thing going on.
Nice.
Solid ash, good burn.
You got a lot of different flavors in this one. I mean,
it was very complex.
It seems like more even than usual.
It was
what you're pulling out of
this is the kind of cigar, if you lit it in a casual situation, it would take your attention. Like, it would you would have to pay attention to this.
Nice.
It's doing so many things. This cigar cost me $11.50, so it's not a cheap cigar by any means. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a particularly small cigar. It smoked for an hour, right at an hour, I think. Mm-hmm. Smoke time. At $11.50, I give it a solid 5. You're getting exactly what you pay for in this cigar. There's a lot of great cigars at the $11 to $12 range. And this was good and worth every penny of it. So
we have a sort of a price to quality scale that we use when we're talking about cigars, and it is a 1 to 10 scale, but if you score a 5, it means you got what you paid for. If you score over a 5, that means actually the cigar was maybe batting a little bit above its class. You know, that even if it had been a little more, you'd have still felt pretty good about what your investment was. And it can be difficult for any cigar that's more than about $10.
The premium price
range,
yeah,
to ever get anything more than a 5. I mean, when it's $10, you gotta, for it to get higher than a 5, you would have to almost say, if it had been 14, I wouldn't have felt like I overpaid.
Right.
And we always kind of hesitate to do that because we don't want them to go out and raise the prices. So so there's that.